What's up, everybody, and welcome back to Apex Autos, the channel where horsepower meets obsession, and every single build gets the respect it deserves. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and smash the notification bell because today we are looking at something absolutely insane. This is not your average supercar. This is a wide-body, track-focused, menace-on-wheels build based on the legendary Lamborghini Aventador, and the guys behind this project are calling it the SVR. Grab a coffee, get comfortable, because we are about to break this thing down bumper to bumper, inside and out. And by the end of this video, you are going to understand exactly why this car stops traffic wherever it goes. Let's start with the obvious. This thing is finished in a deep satin gunmetal black that shifts depending on the light. Under the sun, it almost looks like liquid graphite, and in the shade, it just disappears into shadow, which honestly makes it look even more aggressive. The moment you walk up to this car, you notice the stance. This is not a stock Aventador silhouette. The fenders have been pushed out dramatically to accommodate a much wider track, and that wide-body kit completely transforms the proportions. It looks lower, wider, meaner, and every single panel gap has been dialed in to make the car look like one continuous sculpted piece of carbon and metal. Now let's talk about that front end, because this is where the design really goes to war. The signature Lamborghini hexagonal headlights are still there, but they've been reshaped and sharpened into these razor-thin daytime running lights that cut across the face of the car like knives. The front splitter has been extended and split into these aggressive vertical vents that are functional, not just for show. They're channeling air into the massive brake ducts up front to keep those carbon ceramic rotors cool during hard braking. You can see the Lamborghini shield badge sitting proud right in the center of that lower fascia, reminding you exactly what this car's DNA comes from, even with all these custom modifications. The hood itself has these deep character lines running from the base of the windshield all the way down to the nose. And they're not just for looks. They're functional heat extraction vents that pull hot air away from the engine bay and help with front-end downforce at speed. Moving to the sides, this is where the wide-body kit really flexes. Those massive fender flares aren't bolted on afterthoughts. They flow directly into the body lines, like they were always meant to be there. Underneath them, you've got a set of deep, dish-forged wheels, finished in gloss black, wrapped in ultra-low-profile performance rubber. And behind those wheels, you can spot a hint of red brake calipers, which tells you this thing means business when it comes to stopping power. The side skirts have been extended and sculpted with sharp diagonal cuts. And just behind the doors, you've got these dramatic side intakes, big, functional scoops that feed cool air directly to the engine bay to keep that V12 breathing properly under extreme conditions. The door mirrors are full carbon fiber, aerodynamically shaped to reduce drag and wind noise at high speed. Now let's swing around to the rear, because honestly, this might be the most dramatic angle on the entire car. Sitting up top is a massive fixed wing, mounted high on carbon fiber risers. And this thing is not subtle. This is a genuine downforce-generating wing that looks like it belongs on a GT race car, not a road-going supercar. Underneath that wing, you've got the engine cover, finished in exposed carbon weave, with vents cut in to let heat escape from that howling V12 sitting just beneath it. The taillights have been redesigned into these thin, hexagonal light strips that wrap around the rear haunches, and when they light up at night, they give the whole back end this futuristic, almost spaceship-like presence. Down below, you've got an aggressive rear diffuser with multiple vertical fins designed to manage airflow underneath the car and keep it planted at high speed. And poking out from the center, you've got quad exhaust tips finished in a dark chrome that promise an absolutely brutal soundtrack every time the throttle gets buried. All right, let's pop the door open and step inside, because the cabin on this build is just as serious as the exterior. The moment you climb in, You're wrapped in Alcantara and carbon fiber from every angle. The seats are deep bucket-style racing seats with integrated headrests and contrast stitching that matches the exterior color scheme. You've got a flat-bottom steering wheel wrapped in grippy Alcantara with a red center marker at the top, so you always know exactly where your wheels are pointed, which matters a lot when you're pushing a car like this to its limits. The dashboard is dominated by a digital instrument cluster that can switch between different display modes depending on your drive mode, whether you're cruising through the city or attacking a racetrack. The center console has that fighter jet-style starter button under a flip-up red cover. And honestly, every time you flip that cover and hit the button, it feels like you're about to launch a missile instead of start a car. Carbon fiber trim runs across the doors and center tunnel, and even the pedals have been swapped for drilled aluminum units that match the aggressive theme of the whole build. Every stitch, every material choice, every button placement in this cabin screams performance first, comfort second. And honestly, that's exactly how a car like this should feel. Under that sculpted hood sits a naturally aspirated V12 engine, tuned and optimized to push power numbers well beyond what Lamborghini ever offered from the factory. And paired with that wide-body chassis and upgraded aerodynamics package, this build is designed to be brutally fast in a straight line, while staying planted and controllable through corners. This is the kind of car that turns a quiet parking lot into a crowd of phones within about 30 seconds. So that is the build, guys. A menacing, wide-body take on one of the most iconic supercars ever made, pushed even further into aggressive, track-ready territory. Let us know down in the comments what you think about this transformation, and whether you would rock this wide-body look or keep things closer to stock. If you enjoyed this breakdown, drop a like, subscribe to Apex Autos for more insane car content every single week, and we will catch you in the next video. This has been Apex Autos, signing off.